Hey, what up everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you. Quick little video here. I wanted to sit down and watch the classic Royal Rumble, maybe make a little review video about it. I watched the 1990 Royal Rumble last week, maybe the week before. Honestly, didn't really feel like it was a good video to do a review on, but I wanted to kick off and get a classic review in there. Tonight, I watched the Royal Rumble 2009 on DVD. I honestly wanted to watch the Royal Rumble 2010, mainly because I wanted to see the CM Punk with the Straight Edge Society stuff, but I didn't want to go into the living room, steal the Blu-ray player, bring it into here in order to play it, and I didn't want to steal the TV in the living room in order to watch it either. So we went with 2009, and honestly, I was very pleasantly surprised. This was a very awesome show. 3 World Heavyweight Championship matches, and then you also have, I guess there was 4. Where the fuck was I during that match? I ain't got a clue. I missed that. I don't know how I missed the match, but I guess there's a match on here and I didn't even see it. But, and then you also got the Royal Rumble. Honestly thought this was a ton of fun. There's your big time money matches right there for you. But the show kicked off, ECW Championship match, Jack Swagger against Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, doing a whole bunch of bulldogs on Jack Swagger, building him down. Swagger, when he got the advantage back in the day, just used to be a wrestler that used to just wear you down and bring you down on the mat. Awesome stuff. Storyline of this was Matt Hardy didn't come up on the winning edge of this. And you could tell at the end of this match he was really depressed, really down on himself. Swagger got the win. Of course, this would go on to his next feud of Christian, debuting in ECW a little bit later. Pretty much the brightest spot of ECW since its debut. That brings up so much other stuff that comes up later in this. Melina versus Beth Phoenix was next. I honestly do remember Melina coming out to the ring, but maybe that was when I went into the kitchen to go heat up my lasagna and missed that match. It was 5 minutes and 50 seconds long, but I remember the Melina entrance when she came out with the blue feathers, but I don't remember Beth Phoenix or Santino at all. Next match was John Cena going up against JBL. Shawn Michaels was in JBL's storyline. One of my favorite storylines WWE has ever done that a lot of people really hate. The storyline was that Shawn Michaels wanted to retire. He didn't want to wrestle anymore, but basically he had made bad decisions throughout his life. Wasted a whole bunch of money in the party days, and the money that he did invest, he invested in the wrong things, and basically almost just like the Big Show storyline that was going on now, where he was about to lose his house and go through foreclosure, and the authority, Shawn Michaels, Triple H stepped up and saved the day. But honestly, Shawn Michaels was hired to make sure that JBL was going to become the WWE champion, and until then, he was pretty much going to be JBL's slave because he bailed him out of the financial situation that he was in. But basically, during this match, Shawn Michaels had had enough. He snuck into the ring. This is a pretty good match. And he just gave the sweet chin music to JBL. Cena sort of celebrated, like, good job, Shawn, standing up for the man. Gave him a good little smile, like, thanks for helping me out, get this good victory. And Shawn kicked him right in the face. He did roll John on JBL on top of John Cena, and then walked out of the ring. But once the ref was able to get into it, it was only a 2 count, and the match was still on, which saw just basically John Cena hitting JBL with the finisher for the win. Fun stuff getting us to there. The final match before the Royal Rumble was Edge going up against Jeff Hardy. A really good bitter feud between these guys. Always had good stuff. Basically just kicked off because Jeff Hardy was Matt Hardy's brother, and they were picking up from there. But I thought this was a really good match. I mean, Jeff Hardy was fresh into his first WWE Championship run, and basically he was the man. As you can see, the Royal Rumble's the main event, but the SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship match was over the Raw match, which normally doesn't really happen back then, but now it doesn't happen at all either. This match came down to the end when Matt Hardy came running down out of the back, which looked like he was going to come help Jeff. They did an exchange where it looked like they were going to do like a chair shot, and then Matt got out of the ring, got in another chair. It looked like they were going to deliver a concerto to Edge, going back to the old Edge and Christian and Jeff Hardy stuff. This whole thing is about Christian, because basically everybody can remember at the storyline of this match, bad things kept happening to Jeff Hardy. He was involved in a car accident. His pyro went off at the wrong time, basically just shooting all of the fireworks up into his face, and it was not a good time to be Jeff Hardy. And major rumors were that this was going to be Christian, who had just recently departed from TNA Wrestling and was coming back home to the WWE, basically because of so many people got the names into the dirt sheets at the last minute. They switched the names just to basically swerve the internet, and Matt Hardy became that mystery man, which led to Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 25. But honestly, it was a very good, awesome, very cool moment when Matt turned on Jeff. I know a lot of people don't like brother versus brother in WWE, but just the look that Matt gave Jeff after he did it really sold the story. And Edge's face after realizing that Matt was the one that was going to give him the World Heavyweight, or at that point it was the WWE Championship. He was like, oh, fuck me, I guess I got a big one. And he was able to ride off into the sunset. This pay-per-view really did surprise me, because I really didn't know everything that was going to happen in this pay-per-view till about halfway through the Royal Rumble. So I finally figured out they were going to WrestleMania 25, and that's when I figured out that who was going to win the Rumble. It was actually during Ted DiBiase's entrance, and I was like, oh, fuck, okay, I figured it out, I got this. But this was a really good Rumble. A whole bunch of guys were really well put over. Vladimir Kozlov came up early in here. They made him look like $1 million. You got to see Undertaker come out during this, and Undertaker was really over. And it was just really crazy. Him and Kane did a sort of like a reunion of the brothers, giving the choke slam. We got to see Legacy, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton going crazy in this one. Triple H was the big time storyline about how he was going to be able to get to WrestleMania. Rob Van Dam made a really big, huge surprise return. Jim Duggan. Well, maybe Duggan wasn't a surprise guy, because I think Duggan was actually on Raw in 2009, surprisingly, because I think Duggan hung on the roster until somebody killed him to get revenge on Shawn Michaels. I can't remember who that was, but that's the last thing that I remember him really doing on Raw. He was doing a lot of tag team stuff with comedy wrestlers and stuff. But Rumble 2009, in the end, of course, Randy Orton got the big win. Randy Orton went on to WrestleMania, and that was all she wrote, basically. But I thought this was a damn good show. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know how much the Royal Rumble 2009 cost to pick up on DVD, but then again, there's so many people out there who aren't going to buy DVDs anymore. But if you are a DVD collector, this is one to own. If not, check it out when it's on the network, or if you're watching this when the network is up. Rumble 2009 surprises me. I didn't know how good this show was. I'm honestly talking to Freaking 88, and he didn't think this show was that great because he ordered it on pay-per-view, and he just felt like he didn't get his money worth. It sort of holds a grudge against it, I guess. But I really did like this. If the network's around and you can watch any pay-per-view you want to, watch the Rumble 09. You'll be happy you did.